Hello guys, this is a Blender tutorial for UV unwrapping. Very simple, just for beginners. I would assume that you know how to navigate in Blender and that you have a minimum knowledge about the interface. Okay, here in the bottom left of the screen you can see what I am doing. If I click left click, right click, middle mouse button, okay, everything. If I press some keys you will also see. Now I will begin unwrapping just a simple cube because it is very important that you learn to UV map your models in order to apply textures and materials. So let's add a cube. To add a cube I will just press Shift A, then I will select Mesh and Cube. Quite simple. Then I will hit G to move the cube. I will press Set. I will move it 1 meter up, so I will press 1 and hit Enter. And now it is in the position I want it. It doesn't matter the position, but I want it to be here. And we don't need anything else now. I will go into edit mode and now we must imagine that we are using scissors to cut all the faces of this cube, so that it will we can unfold it or unwrap it. And you must imagine that we have a plane below the cube and we want to unfold all the faces into this plane. So for example, if I hit Shift A, add mesh a plane, and I scale it, you must imagine that we want to unfold all the faces into this plane, but we don't need a plane, just for so you understand what we are doing. So I will delete this plane. So let's go into edit mode by pressing Tab, and let's start trimming those faces. So I want this face to be unfolded this way. Okay, so I will select. I need to set edges to mark seams, to mark where we want to cut. So click here. This is edge select mode, and now I will click on this edge, press Shift because we want to select more, and I want to trim this way so that I can unfold. It will rotate around this edge here, so I will be able to put this side into a plane. In order to mark the seams, to mark where we want to cut the model, press Ctrl E and mark seam. You can also go to edge and mark seam if you want. So now we will cut all these edges and we will be able to unfold the model. Okay, now I want also this face to be unfolded this way, so I need to select this edge because we want to trim this. I need to select this edge, and that's it, because then we will cut like this way. This has been already cut before, so this will unfold this way and this will unfold this way. So let's go Ctrl E and mark seam. And now we also want this face to be unfolded here and this face to be unfolded here. So we need to cut here and here to unfold this face. So let's select this one and this one, Ctrl E, mark seam. And now, as you can see, this face and this face, as we have cut it here, here and here and here, it will unfold. This will unfold this way and this will unfold this way. So we are finished marking the seams. Okay, you can see the seams here. Okay, now we need to go to the UV editor. The UV editor is here, UV editing. So click on here I have already applied the material, so I will I will delete it, and I will so sorry, I need to, okay, this is what you will see by default, okay. And because I have tested it before. And this is the UV space, okay. This is the plane where your model will be unfolded. So now if I come to this view, I just put the mouse cursor here and I hit A, I will select everything. And now you see that this is the unwrapped model, but this has been generated automatically by Blender. This model is already unwrapped, but you need to learn to unwrap models. And now I will go here to UV, or you can also come here, doesn't matter. I will hit on Unwrap, and if, for example, I select a Smart UV project and click on Unwrap, this is what happens. It unwraps the model, but it is not following the way we did. It just puts the faces this way. In order to so that all the faces are occupying the maximum space possible of our UV map, of our texture. In this space here is where you will bring an image, or you will paint here. So we must also always use all the space possible, okay, to be able to have more information on our model. But this is not what we want, because if we need to hand paint it, I want the model to be in order, in the same order that this is here. So this is not what we need. We can use this way if every face is the same, or it has the same color. But if we need to have different colors or different materials, this is not good, okay? So we go again to UV, unwrap, and we use angle based, and now this is what we want. It is following the way we cut the model. We have imagined the model unfolding this way, and so now we can paint, or we can apply a texture. You can select them like this, and you can rotate, you can move, you can do whatever you want, but this tutorial is not about this. It's just about how to UV unwrap a simple model like a cube, so that you can learn it. And now here you can load an image texture. So let's create a new material. So go here, and I will just apply a new material. I will call it let's say UV test. Now I will go to here to shading. Here we have this is the shader, okay. So now I will hit Shift A and hit here image texture, and I will apply it to the color. And I will hit test, and I will apply a UV width, okay. And now just hit Control click here and click Control T, and I will make a texture coordinate and a mapping, so that, and we will use the UV map to apply the image. And let's go back to here, and I think that if I see I do the same thing. Okay, okay, I need to generate the image. now this is applied to the this image. This is an UV grid, and as you can see, it will be painted in all the faces here. So now if we go to shading, we can see that we have applied an UV map, okay? And we can see that it has been perfectly applied. Now, for example, if we go back here and let's see if I can see it here. Yeah, I can see it here. There is not a lot of light. Okay. Now, if I, for example, rotate the texture, look at what is happening. This is not what we want, okay? Because there is distortion. So if I go back here and I undo, now if I, for example, if I scale, you see, so look what is happening when I move my UV map. And look also what happens if I now change and I do this one, the Smart UV project. Look what is happening here. As the Unwrap is not following the geometry of the model, we have weird results like this. Okay, it is not seamless. Wherever we have a seam, we have a seam here. So, and as this face and this face have not been unfolded the way we wanted, this is what happens. This is not correct. Okay, so let's select again and let's change the UV mapping. Let's try, for example, a cube projection. This also is nice because we are using all the space of our UV map, and as you can see, it is seamless. Okay, we don't see any kind of problem. This also is okay to do that, provided the texture is seamless, of course. If it is not seamless, this will be a disaster. Then let's try, for example, conformal. This one is also nice, as you can see, it is seamless. Let's try minimum stretch. This is not good because Blender is trying to stretch the projection, but the way we have put the seams here, there is no need to stretch the model, so this is not good. A small UV project, it happens this, but this is not good also because it is not seamless, as you can see here. Let's try with light map pack. This is also not correct. It is not seamless, as you can see here. This is not seamless, okay? Not correct. Follow active quads, okay? It is also not correct. And we have not selected the quad to follow, so a cube projection, this is also good in this case because it is a cube, so it's perfect, and we are using all the space, okay? And if we do a cylinder projection, this is a disaster because this is not a cylinder. As you can see, the texture is completely distorted. And if we use a sphere projection, also it is a disaster. Look at the texture; this is horrible. Okay? So for a cube, we can use this. If we want to paint it, for example, or we can use which was the other one? No, sorry. We can use this, for example. It's also good for a cube. Okay. And now, for example, if I if I go to the material, I go here to the shading and I change the image texture. I will go at a tile texture. We can see I have changed the texture. This is as you can see, it is perfect. It is completely seamless. Okay. If we go to UV editing and we change the UV Unwrap, let's say let's do the cylinder projection. As you can see, this is a fucking disaster. Texture is completely distorted. Okay. If we use, for example, let's do another one, a curve projection. This is perfect, perfectly seamless. If we use angle based, it is also perfect. It is seamless, but as you can see, we are not using all the UV space. But if we scale it up, now we are using more space, but this is not the correct way of doing things. Okay, so let's change it. And let's use a curve projection, and this will be nice. Okay, this is nice, and also this is nice. Here, you can just, if you want to use more space, you can just, in this case, as it is a cube, it is very simple. You can just move all these squares, this vertex here, this vertex here, this vertex here, and this vertex here, and you will have the same result as with all these faces, and you will have the same result as this. Okay, this is better if you need to be this with this scale. But the important thing of this tutorial is to learn to understand how to mark seams. Okay, how to do this cutting here. Because this is a simple geometry, and you must imagine how to unfold the model. Not it is good that you can do a curve projection in this case, but it is but the most important thing is to learn how to unfold models. Okay, how to Unwrap. Okay, and that's it. See ya, guys.